Am I the a-hole for making my coworker a separate meal after she insulted my cooking? So
this is Dr. G, a therapist with a 0-star rating on Yelp, which she claims is due to the fact that she only tells her clients the total unaltered truth.
I work in a small office where we do a potluck style lunch once a week. I love cooking, so I usually bring something homemade, which is really sweet. For context, I'm Thai, and a lot of what I make has strong flavors. Think garlic, fermented fish sauce. Okay, I don't like fish sauce, but every other Thai food is absolute bomb for me. Chili, shrimp paste, that kind of thing. Most of my coworkers love it. Kate, though, has always been weird about it. She's made little comments before like, wow, that's pungent. Don't eat it. Walk out. Close your nose.
Women.
Oh shit, not good.
Your food is so intense. It's just like the polite passive aggressive, and I feel like these people need passive aggressive responses. Once when I bought in some time, which is like green papaya salad, she wrinkled her nose and said, why does this smell like that? Like it smells like lime and chilies.
Are you stupid?
Sorry if it's not turkey sandwich, Kate. Okay, that's a very white thing to say. What was when she asked me if I grew up eating bugs? Oh wow, now that's flat out racist. I kind of laughed it off because I was so caught off guard. Nah, just give her the dead stare. I'm like, and then she's going to do like the awkward chuckle, and then but she'll know that you're not okay with it. I was caught off guard, but she kept going, talking about how she saw a documentary about Thai people eating crickets and how it must be normal for me. Well, you should ask her if she's homeless. Because you've seen a documentary about like, yeah, we could go on, and I need to stop. Because like this is not okay and I'm already getting pissed. I told her as evenly as I could that yes, some people eat insects, but it's not like I was raised munching on taran. Stop, that's a word that's hard. It's not like I was raised munching on tarantulas for breakfast. She got all flustered and said she didn't mean it like that. You sort of did. You sort of did.
Exactly.
I wonder what she brought to the office cookouts. Like, I would definitely eat it and make some smirky remarks without being very aggressive. Anyway, last month, I made kol soy for potluck, a northern Thai curry noodle soup. Oh, Thai noodle is... I have one box I need to actually have for dinner today. So everyone seemed to love it except Kate, who took one bite, made a face and said, oh, this is strong. Oh my gosh, okay. That's it. Then she laughed like it was a joke, but she barely touched her bowl. Later, I overheard her telling someone it was too much spice and too many smells at once. Yeah, it's okay. Have your opinion, but like that was just plain rude, especially when someone actually puts in the effort to make that stuff from home and you treat it like that. So a few weeks later, when it was my turn to cook again, I made my usual dish plus a plain grilled chicken. Oh my gosh. That's so good. I'm literally seeing like white. It should be poached chicken, no salt, no nothing. Take the chicken breast, dip it in hot water, wait for it to, I don't know, cook to the center. Put it in a bowl. You know what? I brought something for you. With a really nice smile, and watch her eat it, especially in front of everyone, so she cannot say it's too strong. I made my usual dish plus a plain grilled chicken breast with some steamed veggies and a little cup of ranch dressing. No seasoning, no strong smells, etc. I left a note for Kate since I know she prefers something simple. Oh, just like by B word with the most polite way ever. She was pissed. She said I was singling her out. Oh wow, that's rich coming from her and making her look bad. I thought I was just trying to be accommodating the way she seemed to want. Some co-workers thought it was hilarious. Others said I was being passive aggressive. Honestly, maybe I was. That isn't even close to passive aggressive. That's like really polite. I would happily do the passive. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of comments here that would be very passive aggressive, but can you guys leave comments of professional ways to handle such a colleague? I would really like to steal some ideas. See you in the comments. This is just another coworker drama. So am I the a-hole for refusing to stop using my embarrassing lunchbox at work? I, 24 male, bring my lunchbox to work every day in a bright blue Pokemon lunchbox. I've had it for years and I don't think much about it. It's just the perfect size, keeps my food cold, and honestly, I think it's kind of fun. I can see that being funny. Recently, new coworker Matt, which is a 35 male, started making comments about it. At first, it was like joking around, stuff like, nice lunchbox, dude. Which you think like it's a new person, it's funny, it's like, yeah, whatever, he's never seen it before, and then that should be it. End of conversation. My kid has the same one. Oh, whatever, I laughed it off. But then he kept bringing it up, saying it was unprofessional, excuse us, that I should grow up and get a real lunch bag, more like buy it for me. And I still wouldn't use it because it literally is something that doesn't affect him. I told him I didn't see the issue and that it's literally just a lunchbox. But last week he took it further, telling me in front of our coworkers that it was weird for a grown man to be carrying around kid stuff. I told him he should worry less about my lunchbox and more about his own life. Now he's been acting cold towards me, and a couple of co-workers said I was being too harsh, that he was just messing around. But I don't see why I should change something harmless just because one guy thinks it's weird. Now, I feel like maybe the guy was joking around, which is why it's like low-key really nice to be professionally passive-aggressive. So I can see why people, the co-workers, would be like, maybe that was a bit too much for the person. But then there's people like, I don't know how to explain it, but you just have to read the room. There's people you can have a normal banter with, but when someone's clearly uncomfortable with what you're saying, you probably should stop.
Yes, exactly.
It's like normal brain cells, and an adult male should be able to understand that. So if he was just like a serious, like straight-faced guy and like, well, stop talking about my lunch, you should know that that's the type of guy he is. Because low-key, I would passively aggressively pick something that I don't pick something about you and just begin to throw shade, just like he was doing with his lunchbox, and where everyone would be like, well, it's not outrightly rude, but it's like everyone's just uncomfortably listening, because that's what they were doing for the longest time ever when the guy talked about his lunchbox. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister not to announce her pregnancy at my wedding because I was going to announce mine, but she did it anyway? I mean, I was gonna say kick her out if she was a friend, but she's your sister, so let's see.
Take it easy, take it easy.
I, 29 female, got married 3 months ago to my amazing husband, 31 male. It was supposed to be one of the happiest days of my life, but my sister, 32 female, managed to overshadow it in a way that I can't seem to move past. Now, my mind is thinking she's an older sister, and this is a younger sister. Most of her life, she's probably lived her life with her sister being like the oldest one and not feeling like, okay, this thing is her own day, is her own thing. And it was her wedding day and she just wanted a day for herself. And her sister had to make a whole thing about it, especially if it's the older sister who always likes to be like the center of attention.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now, a little background, my husband and I had been trying for a baby for a while, and when we finally got the positive test, we were over the moon. We decided we would share the news with our family and friends at our wedding reception. Nothing crazy, but a small heartfelt moment during the speeches. Only my parents and my maid of honor knew about this plan. A few weeks before the wedding, my sister pulled me aside to tell me that she was pregnant. Awesome, sweet. I was genuinely happy for her and we had a sweet moment together. Aww. Then she casually mentioned that she was planning to announce it at my wedding. Like, excuse us. First of all, it's like no, and no. She already had her own wedding, like if she chose to. But that day was all about her. For her to imagine, even fathom the thought that she cannot stomach seeing her sister like be the center of attention for an entire day and think that a wedding, your sister's wedding, would be a time to announce your pregnancy. It's like, horrible. That's what I think. Like, for the sister even thinking about it, it's just like horrible.
Absolutely.
I was shocked and told her as kindly as I could that I would prefer she didn't. Like, it's a clean no. If you think about it, you get uninvited. Like, explain to them, like she's a child, like, this is what's going to happen. If you insist that you want to do it, you get uninvited. If you do it, like, she shouldn't even see the mic throughout the wedding.
Come on now, dog.
If she's in that type, if she's the type of person you don't trust, she should not have the mic throughout the wedding. And except she'll go around telling us like, hey, I'm pregnant. Hey, I'm pregnant. That's going to be funny actually, but like, say no. And if depending on the type of person that she is, she should not have the microphone throughout the wedding. I was shocked and told her as kindly as I could that I would prefer she didn't. I even explained why, because I was also pregnant and planning to share the news that day. I asked if she could, like, I could. It's so annoying, it's so infuriating, because I could imagine like, oh, okay, can I propose to my girlfriend during your wedding? It's like, okay, that's sweet, that's fine. And probably at the end of the reception when the whole day has been about you. But come on.
Come on, man.
She's already probably married, like she's literally about to have a kid, and she wouldn't let her sister have this one day to herself. I asked her if she could wait just a little longer so the day could stay focused on the wedding. She seemed a bit annoyed why, but didn't argue much. So I thought that was the end of it. Well, fast forward to the reception, and guess what?
What?
Right after the speeches, she stands up, clicks her glasses, and announces her pregnancy. The whole room erupts in cheers, and suddenly my wedding turns into her pregnancy celebration. I was stunned. I didn't even get the chance to share my own news because it felt like I'll just be trying to up one her.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Which actually makes sense, but I feel like people need to know player consequences, like, because if she's someone who does that, she should have lived with her all her 29 years. Like, that's who your sister is, and if you want to keep them in your life, you just accept it and be like, okay, see, this is what's going to happen. The answer is no. If you do announce it during our wedding, I'm gonna cut you off, and that's it, period. Now later when I confronted her, she acted like I was overreacting and said she just couldn't keep it anymore. Well, she could have gotten rid of it. Okay, that's not a nice thing to say, but she should have left the party. When I told her how hurt I was, she doesn't understand. She's a narcissist. She doesn't understand how hurting it is. When I told her how hurt I was, she said I was selfish for wanting to control when people share their happiness. My parents think she was out of line, but are telling me to let it go for the sake of the family peace. Bring the peace to me. Like, I don't know. This is the family peace. Let's break it. Did you guys hear that?
No!
Yeah. Let's destroy the family peace. Because now if the parents are backing her up, my mind is this OPS had to live with a sister just being the center of attention their whole life, and the parents have just always overlooked it for the family peace. So let's just break the family peace now. But I can't seem to move on. Every time I think about my wedding, I feel this bitter pit in my stomach because she took away a moment that was special for me. She, on the other hand, thinks I'm being dramatic and says I should be happy for her instead of making everything about myself. So am I the all for not letting this go? I would like to call on you guys. If you have watched this video, think of revenge patterns, because my mind is only thinking of like, okay, wait for her bridal. Like, if she's married, if she's already married, like, you've missed the wedding part. But I'm already going through like rabbit hole of evil things. Like, if she's married, you've missed the wedding part, so we have to let go of that. But wait for her baby shower and announce something big, like, I don't know, I'm not sure, announce your own pregnancy. Bruh. So she can really understand, she can experience like the whole attention being drawn from her to you, and then she'll probably be able to understand what happened.
Oh my god, wow!
I'm pretty sure you guys can come up with something that's more diabolical than up wanting her at the baby shower, but I'd love to see your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!